Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever watched Time+Tide in the past, you know that I have certain favorites in the industry, and this is one of them.
Hi man, how are you?
You made the cut. Mr. Fabrizio Buonamassa Stigliani. You know that I know him because I can say that name like liquid. It just rolls off the tongue.
First of all, welcome at the Bulgari booth.
Thank you.
At Watches and Wonders 2025. It's our first time. So
it's your first time.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing here? This is, by the way, the world's biggest watch fair. Bulgari's never been a part of this.
Now, we found the right location.
Yes.
And we have an amazing booth now, able to showcase all our amazing savoir-faire that we have.
Yeah.
So the Serpenti, the Octo, we're gonna have an amazing pieces, an amazing tour on the.
And you're coming with us. You're gonna have a tour with us. There's marble literally everywhere, in every shade. It is a very Bulgari space. Yeah. But this video is actually about women and Bulgari.
Yes.
It's about Serpenti and Bulgari. And the reason this subject, I feel, is one of your favorite subjects is that we have Bulgari, the Roman jeweler, and Bulgari, the Swiss watchmaker,
yes, exactly,
combined very, very perfectly. For
yes.
men, it's a little bit different. There's not so much jewelry in the Bulgari men watchmaking, whereas the two come together beautifully here in the Serpenti.
It's a very unique blend.
Yeah.
You see that we present this year in Watches and Wonders the thinnest tourbillon on the market. We present a brand new Serpenti.
Yeah.
You see the two souls of the company that talk the same languages, and starting from this amazing area is dedicated to the Serpenti. You can see vintage pieces, the iconic B with the Serpenti that turns around from the 70s and the 60s. Honestly, it's really an amazing opportunity to be there.
The Serpenti has been such a game changer for Bulgari's watchmaking for women. And many of the Time+Tide team hope it becomes a revolution for the men as well at some point. We've talked many times about a Serpenti for men, not today. But tell me about what the new pieces represent.
Today we introduce for the first time the great public, the Serpenti Aeterna, that we present and introduced for the first time last year. It was an eye jewelry event, it was an eye jewelry piece. We decided to have different execution, and for the first time we have a full pavé version and a semi-pavé version. We remove the eyes, we remove the scale from the body of the snake to go straight to the core of this line with just a line that wrapping your wrist, with exactly the same passion, with exactly the same attention to detail that we have for all the other Serpenti. So it's a brand new Serpenti without the spring inside, with a new system to open. It's a bangle, it's an elliptic shake that fits perfectly on wrist.
Beautiful. Now tell me about this display, because when you walk into the Bulgari booth, you will see that one half of the booth is dedicated to the Serpenti and the other half is dedicated to the Octo. And we have the world's thinnest tourbillon right in the middle.
Yes, exactly. We developed the Ultra and we use some components, even small components of the Ultra, for the Piccolissimo movement, for example, that we use in our eye jewelry pieces, that we use in our Serpenti secret watch. Yeah. So as you can see, we don't talk anymore about Octo and Serpenti, for sure are the biggest franchise of our company, but we talk about the movement experience.
To me, a lot of brands talk about legitimacy in feminine watchmaking. Yes. Bulgari just makes stuff. They actually do it. They do beautiful micro movements and beautiful mechanical movements that, without it being too much of a show, this is bringing women into this world of mechanical watchmaking.
Honestly, it was a big surprise. It's one of the smallest movement on the market, mechanical movement, that we developed on purpose for the jewelry products and for the eye jewelry watches. Yes. It was 3 years of development. Make the things thinner and smaller, it makes a huge effort. It's the most complicated thing that you can imagine in watchmaking industry. For sure, the Grand Sonnerie is a different business.
Yes.
Is 1 year to produce 2 or 3 watches. The Piccolissimo is amazing for us because we are back on mechanical movement on Serpenti after 50 years.
Yeah.
Because the first Serpenti watches, it was with a mechanical movement.
Yeah.
It was not possible to find other mechanical moves on the market. In a certain moment after the journey on Finissimo, we decided it was the right moment to introduce a new mechanical movement dedicated on our Serpenti and jewelry pieces.
Fabrizio, just pretend this is your house. Can you show me around? Show me about the Serpenti side.
Yes, the Serpenti, we have this amazing sculpture in the middle with the bee that is one of our most iconic advertising campaign that was in the 70s with the Bulgari bee with all the Serpenti around. So we have exactly the same appeal within the center, the Serpenti scaglie, the tubo gas, the Serpenti Pallini, and 2 jewelry pieces. As you can see, it's just one brand can able to show a lot of different things. An amazing advertising about the Serpenti Tubo Gas 7 row. The design of this watch was dedicated for an advertising campaign. It was a huge success, and today we produce more or less 100 pieces per year because we have a lot of requests about that. Here we have some iconic pieces from our archive, the coin collection with the grummet chain, some Bulgari, and again, one very important piece for us that talk about the heritage is the Serpenti, is the Tubo Gas with Bulgari with 3 colors, with 3 golds.
Yes.
It's something that comes from our heritage and today is still very strong in our boutique.
Fantastic.
This is an amazing showcase. You see 2 different kind of Serpenti. This one is a different treatment of the gold. We call the Spiga. It's something that comes from our heritage in a very contemporary way. And this is the iconic Tubo Gas that you can see the double twirl in yellow gold with diamonds on the bezel. In the center, a Tubo Gas, again, a piece of jewelry, because for us, it's just one brand. The new Serpenti Aeterna.
Yes.
This is the brand new design, the semi-pavé version in rose gold. And on the other showcase, we have the full pavé in white gold. As you can see, we remove all the decorative elements to go straight to the point. It's just one line that on your wrist. And honestly, it's something, the appreciation is really, really impressive.
This animal has a very different tone too.
We use the Serpenti each time to reinvent the brand.
Yeah.
We have Serpenti Seduttori, Serpenti Secret Watch, Serpenti Tubo Gas. We have Serpenti in ceramic with the spring inside, without the spring. So honestly, I don't remember how many different ways we have to wear a Serpenti watch.
Yeah. Is there anything else in this cabinet you want to show?
This is a Serpenti with the automatic movement on Tubo Gas in rose gold, because today we have even the automatic movement on Seduttori and Tubo Gas.
Yes.
And this is another great achievement. It's a very important movement. The group is very interested. There's a big interest on this movement.
Yep.
We will see in the future. Now Jean-Christophe is the CEO of the division. So it's always something that is around us. And honestly, we are very proud to be maybe in the future the supplier of movement for the group, because you know Bulgari is a jewel maker that make even time pieces.
That is
and
quite
with
a
our
twist.
manufacturing piece,
Yeah.
with our manufacturing side, we are able today to make movements that are very interesting for the group.
I think that closes out our collection review of the new women's collection of Serpenti in 2025. We have this very, very symmetrical Bulgari booth. If you've watched this video and liked it, you're going to like the other one about men's watches, because we're going to get into that now. There is no distinction between these 2 watches in terms of their gender. Zach Blast, our American editor, will own I think he wants the DLC and rose gold Serpenti at one point. Do what makes you feel good. Wear a Serpenti if you want. But watch the second video to learn more about the Ultra and learn more about the Octo collection. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
No,
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.